All right, hello YouTube. This is a very raw video. I have my workshop coming in a couple days, and I have everything kind of packed up. So I'm recording this video on my iPhone, hopefully unedited, really quickly. So I apologize about the quality. And I'm using the microphone of my iPhone, so don't judge on the sound. But I want to give you something to practice that I always love doing and listening to, and we're going to talk about minor seventh arpeggios or chord tones that are easy to find and enhance your groove soloing. So I'm going to do this with an A minor groove. Just kind of lay down an A minor, kind of back and track it here in a couple seconds. And the idea here is we want to talk about what the minor pentatonic is and what's inside of it, okay? And all of my favorite guitar players use this trick, every single one. Trey, Jerry, Santana, Slash, everyone, Knopfler, all the people that use this trick. So this isn't about any style, it's about you owning it. All right, so really quickly, a minor pentatonic is a pentatonic starting on a minor root note. We're going to do this in A. And the intervals themselves are 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and 1. And the idea here is when you listen to those intervals, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and 1, you have built into this a minor seventh chord arpeggio, which is really the 1, the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, and the 1. It doesn't have the 4. So out of these 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of them are a minor seventh chord tone or arpeggio. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. And so inside of every pentatonic is a minor seventh chord shape. Now, whether you want to think of this as cage chord connections between pentatonics and chord shapes, or just chord shapes hidden inside the pentatonic, it's up to you. It's how you want to navigate it. So let me show you this really quickly. If you were to highlight as much of the 1s, flat 3s, 5s, flat 7s, and 1s as possible, and here 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, you know, you can kind of get this minor seventh chord, this big chunk. It looks like it's 5, 7, 5, 5, 8, 5. Now, this is it's an untraditional kind of voice thing, even though it's like easy to see. But 5, 7, 5, 5, 8, 5. The idea here is that you can use this chord, kind of spank it a little in the in your solo, and then use these notes as check-in points, kind of like. Okay, now, all I was doing there was kind of spanking the chord in my groove, and then kind of playing the pentatonic, but also, you know, I'm still playing the 4 while I'm soloing, but also ending on those chord tones. So let me do it one more time to show you how you can kind of, you can put it in your solo or groove. Now, I might not have been playing the entire chunk. I might have been playing little pieces of it. All right, what you can't do. There, I'm just playing the upper 4 strings out of this whole chord. You can do whatever you like if you can see a piece of that chord. But my phrasing, and again, isn't anything special right now? No, I'm just showing you how to kind of interpret your chord tones in your solo. And so what you can do here is, again, here's this little groove, and I'm going to kind of spank these little chord pieces. I don't know why I'm saying that. And I'm going to play these gentle riffs that build on, or that have some chord tones in common. Here we go. So you can see here inside of this pentatonic, not only are the pentatonic notes, but is a minor seventh chord shape. Now, this is good for every single pentatonic box, this being a form 1 in A minor. Now, the form 2 in A minor, you can use, I'll link some videos below. You can use your Never Lost pentatonic, you can use your box pentatonics, however you want to do it. But I'm going to use the box one here. That would be 8, 10. This is a form 2. 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. And again, I'll link some videos below so you can see this. But when you look at this, the minor root note is here on the 7th fret of the D string. And if you look at the intervals, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3. Well, if I start here and I highlight all those chord tones that are in there, the 1, the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, and even the flat 3 here, you can get this really cool minor 7th chord shape, kind of like this. It's right here. And this would be 7, 9, 8, 8. 7, 9 with the pinky, 8 with the middle finger on the B string, 8 with the ring finger on the high E string. And now you can use this guy in your jams and spank that chord a little. Oh, let me raise the volume. Again, raw video this time. Everything's unplugged. Start there. There you go. Oh, a little loud. All right. Now the pentatonic. You can see it there. And again, if you're into like grooving, funk kind of stuff, this comes in common. Let's go to a form 3 pentatonic in A minor. We're going to start it on the 10th fret. Okay, again, videos linked below if you want to see all this stuff working in action. You have 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 10, 13, 10, 12. And the root note is here on that A string, 12th fret. And so I'm going to show you, if you start here, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1. This is the most confusing one to see. But it's easier to see it when you know the chord shape of the minor 7th that goes into it. This one would be 12 on the A string, 10 on the D, 12 on the G, 10 with a bar on the B. And so now we have this minor 7. This is one of my favorite guys to just kind of like just groove on. Now, because when you do this, it's actually hard to see, like, what is that guitar player doing? Because it doesn't look like what I'm doing, but it's 12th fret ring finger on the A string, 10th fret barred across, and then pinky is on the 12th fret of the G string. And so here it is with a little chord spank and some soloing in the form 3. Okay, you get the idea. I can keep going, but I wanted to show you more stuff. Now, if we get to a form 4 in A, we're on the 12th fret now. 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 13, 15, 12, 15. All right, and this is the form 4, the A minor 7 shape that's built into this, that's sitting on the 1s, flat 3s, 5s, and flat 7s, is this typical like A minor 7 shape. 12th fret on the A, 14th fret in the D, 12th fret again with that bar on the G, 13th fret on the B, and if you want to, you can either keep the E string on the 12th fret, or you can put your pinky on that 15th fret. These are both minor 7 shapes, whether it's this or this, so utilize both of them if you're grooving. Stuff like that. Here we go. Now we'll solo. All I'm doing there is fooling around the pentatonic when I feel like ending my phrase, just finding one of those physical chord tones I was on, and you know it's always going to sound good and balanced because you're sitting on the chord tones. Again, you have 4 out of 5 notes in the pentatonic to land, it's going to be safe, but at least you know that you're part of that. Now let's talk about the form 5. Okay, now you can play a form 5 pentatonic for A minor. You know, I'll do it in both places, from 15, 17, 15, 17, 14, 17, 14, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17. And you can also play it down here, which I'm going to show you here, so, because the frets are wider apart. 3, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Now this minor 7 chord shape, there's 2 of them you can use. One is the common one, where the middle finger's on the root note, and then you're barring the G, B, and E string right there. Oh, even the D string, sorry. The D, G, B, and E string on the 5th fret. You're just skipping over the 5th fret of the A. I have a lot of bass kicking on the amp, so it might be a little rattly. Now those are chord tones that are all mighty and good, and you can see them as whether you want to see them as part of the form 5 or inside the form 1. They're all there. But one that I do want to focus on, and it's hard to physically play, is that first finger's on the root note, and then here is your flat 7, and here would be your 5, and it's hard to see, but the idea is 3, 5, 5. This guy here. This is also an A minor 7, and this guy is. So both these guys can belong to the form 5, not just an A minor, wherever you move a form 5. If I had a form 5 here, here would be my minor 7th chord, or this guy. Anyway, let's go back to A, minor. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of sit and spank that chord a little, and then play some pentatonic riffraff, and end on those chord tones. Okay, that's what I messed up. Alright, but again, everything's packed up, raw video. Hopefully this works out. Alright, so the last thing we're going to talk about is there are your 5 pentatonic boxes, and each one has a minor 7th chord in it that you can kind of groove and solo on and focus on. But one thing, if you want to not just play the chord or spank the chord, as I say, I don't know where that came from, and then solo, is you can do motifs. You can practice all different type of motifs dancing around these arpeggios, where you can find just physically, in that form 1, you have a 1, a flat 3, a 5, a flat 7, a 1, and you can practice your triplets, triplet, 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 right? Something like that, and you can put that in your grooves. There it was, like spank, solo, motif. And you can kind of dance around with these, playing whatever you can physically do. That one I just did was just finding low notes and going to the high and dancing in triplets, triplet, then starting on the second note that I started on. Now this takes, you can't just do this on a whim. You have to kind of plan it out and sit and look at your pentatonic, like, and kind of get them down anywhere you are. Actually, nope, I was right. You have to really know where your 1s, flat 3s, and 5s are, but that's a third option you can do when you're either soloing or grooving, just anything simple. Sorry. Focus on those notes and play motifs off of them. So again, if you're in a minor groove situation and you just want to kind of like play some cool tasting riffs, also bond to the music, and also kind of throw in some cool stuff, practice your minor 7th arpeggios that are hidden inside of your pentatonic, and get those chord spanks in, get the solos in or little riffs in, and then get some motif runs. Sorry about the raw video and the raw audio, but I got a workshop to attend to, and then I'm on vacation, so I wanted to get a video out before, I don't know, December. All right, rock and roll guys, thank you for being here, and if you like this, subscribe and share and all this fun stuff, and if you don't like it, watch one of my professional videos which look better and hopefully sound better. All right, bye guys, bye.